Okay, y'all, it's really time to talk about this stuff. Not that. Not this kelp. Not the humic acid. Not the hydrogen. See, not the surfactant. This right here. Let's step into my office. This right here, most bang for your buck in the lawn and garden industry. And it is not known by a lot. This is important, and you should have this in your lawn care program. Check out my Bermuda lawn back here. Got it going. Okay, let me see if I can get this understood. This is my back acreage back here behind the house that I haven't cut it, so it's looking bad right now. But however, it helps in my discussion. Now, in the wintertime, this all this greenery that you see is gone. All the leaves fall off. Every last one of these trees. I don't pick those leaves up. I only dealt with picking up the leaves that's in the front. It's basically a hot mess back here. I've entertained some weed and feed in the past, but let me get to what I'm trying to say here. With every one of those leaf blades that are on these trees right here being dropped each year, you would think that you would see them out on the ground. Where are they? Where are they? Well, they are part of the ecosystem now. They're part of the soil now. And you see the weeds that we have here? These are the warm season weeds, and of course they're going to die out, and then they're going to make way for the fall and for the winter weeds, and the winter weeds going to die out, and you're going to get the spring weeds and all this other stuff. You know, that it's just a continuous cycle. So I never do anything with this, never notice any type of fungus ever. No type of fungus or any type of diseases or issues back here. Number one, I don't care, but I just generally never see it. But when you came over to this manicured lawn, the lawn in which I put all the goodies out, fertilized and everything, this is where I have the issues at. I have to fight all kinds of diseases, insects, and just issues with the lawn. Okay, I done made my point long enough. And the reason why, in my opinion, is fertilizer. It's the organic, not the organic fertilizer, but the synthetic fertilizer and the extra salt that it adds. It adds a lot of salt to the soil. It runs off all the good bacteria. It runs off all the worms and beneficial organisms. It gets ran off by this synthetic product that I put out on the lawn. And now with this popular method of spoon feeding, where people keep the fertilizer out, they keep putting it out at incremental times, instead of one time. What's happening is it's really just killing your soil. And then we're getting into the summertime where water is scarce, and we're already getting water is already salt inside our water system. So we're pounding it with at this time of the year with the water that's already got salt in it, and you have all the additional salt that's in the chemicals that we're putting in it, which makes it that's killing the soil. And these are just all factual things. This is not an opinion that I have. These are all facts that you could Google and find out the effects of synthetic fertilizers. When a plant dies, or even tree sheds, the weeds die, they decompose into the soil. They go back into the soil. They go back. That's basically food. It's deteriorating, and it gets broken down and it becomes food. So all the weeds that you have like in the spring that's going to die off come winter and fall. It becomes food for the other plants that's thriving during the next coming season. This is what keeps the grass going. Without any input, you're going to have grass because there's a continuous cycle. But we like to have just one type of grass. So what do? We kill a cycle. We don't let weeds grow up and die so they can become food for the existing turf. We don't let our leaves lie on the ground. We pick those up and trash them. And then we dethatch our lawn thinking that everything in there is thatch and it's keeping our lawn bad, so we dig up all that organic material. So what we left with is a barren soil, and the only thing that's really keeping it going is the NP and K. A lot of the lush green lawns that you see in your neighborhood or even on YouTube or whatever, they are one missed application from it all going to shit. That's why you see a lot of fungus issues in the lawn, because bacteria eats bacteria. It's a survival of the fittest. Just because we don't see it, but there's a whole battle going down there just in the wild. You got the lions eating gazelles and zebras and stuff like that. Well, that's still going down in the lawn in a microscopic on a microscopic level. So you have good fungi eating the bad fungi. But when you let an existing fungi, when you take away a lot of the ability, the other fungus get to spread unchecked, especially going unchecked. So this is where this come in, and you want the unsulfured blackstrap molasses. Well, what this does, with your help, it is boosted. This feeds the microorganisms that's off in the lawn, the good microorganisms that's in the lawn. It explodes their population. Putting molasses out on your lawn is also like putting, like syrup and butter on your pancakes. It tastes good. This is where it's going to be beneficial for you for your thatch. That's why if you look in a bottle of any dethatcher or something like that, it's probably going to have molasses in there or some type of sugar like that. But it's got molasses in it. I even have some organic fertilizer that has molasses in it. They don't boast about molasses because it's super cheap, but it's something that'll get your lawn green, because what's happening is all of that you see there that's green, that's nitrogen. That's nitrogen. This nitrogen that's not going to show up on your soil test. This nitrogen that's in the ground, but you want to harvest it. That's why it's better for you to mulch your grass clippings into the lawn. Don't pick up your leaves as they fall. You have to mulch the leaves back into your lawn. And for the people with a bunch of trees like myself, you have to mulch your leaves almost daily or every other day, because they all don't fall at the exact same time. It gives you an opportunity. You just have to go over the lawn several times until all the leaves come out. That mulches the leaves out. And then if you have your molasses, you keep putting your molasses out, it's going to break down that nitrogen that's inside those leaves. Because unlike the synthetic fertilizers that has all the nitrates and phosphates in it that it doesn't hold into the soil, that's why it ends up in the water system. That's why it leaches. That's why it dissipates into the air, because there's nothing to hold it. The grass has a CEC, which is the cation exchange capacity. Is basically, I meant to say the soil has a CEC. Basically, tell you how much net nitrogen and nutrients that it can hold. But the molasses, you don't care because it's going to yank out the nitrogen and all that organic matter that you are leaving on your lawn, and it's going to get eaten up. The thatch levels should go down because the thatch is being ate up by the organisms that's being exploded by the molasses. So this is a product you really should be putting on your lawn. This should be a regular routine here. Right up there with the humic and kelp that I keep on the lawn. This is one of the things that I'm keeping on my lawn at all times. You know, we all want to throw it down, as they say. Yeah, we all want to get out, but this is just what you can just get out and throw down and put on your lawn. So I'm about to make a batch to put on this Bermuda lawn that I have going on here. I'm cutting this at a 1/2 inch cut, and as you saw in the beginning of the video, I got some new PGR going out. I'm going to put the PGR out, and we're going to see how deep I can get this unleveled Bermuda lawn that's cut at a 1/2 inch with the cheapest lawnmower on the market. And when I say cheapest lawnmower, I meant cheapest battery powered lawnmower. So with that, thanks for watching. Go get you some molasses. It's really going to help your lawn.